Slow dance in a parking lot, Jordan Davis, here on CJ Country. You ever watch old movies or TV shows, you see people hugging or dancing, and you're just like, what are you doing? Social distancing, you can't be that close. And you're like, oh yeah, not every time is as crazy as this time. CJ Country, your home for today's favorites and the legends. So all of us have been out there, and all of us have been wearing a mask for about 2 months now. So our masks have had a little bit of mileage on them. They've had a lot of breathing on them, a lot of germs, a lot of chemicals, maybe a virus or two. I'm not naming which virus, but I think you know what I'm talking about out there. And you remember that kid back in elementary school who would eat anything? They would eat worms on the playground, maybe some rotten lunch that you had in your locker or something, but they would just eat anything. You could pay them like your lunch money or something to do it. I want to find that kid. I don't care if he's grown up. I just want to find that guy today, and I want to pay him $100 to lick the inside of my mask. Is anybody brave enough to do it? $100? Think about it. Long Hot Summer here on CJ Country by Keith Urban there. One of the rules if you are on the radio and you are trying to appeal to a broad mass audience is don't get political. You could alienate half your audience out there. If you say you like a Republican, you could alienate the Democrats. If you say you like a Democrat, well, you could alienate the Republicans, and then you get less people listening to your station. But I am going to break that rule right now, and I'm going to tell you who you should vote for president this year. The person you should vote for is
orangutans.
Beat of the music here on today's favorites and the legends, Western New York, CJ Country. Another tour has been officially postponed. Kenny Chesney's 2020 World Tour, the Chillaxation Tour, is done. They have written it off. All the dates have been postponed, so it's not happening this year. No concerts this year. The only upside is less of a chance of me getting arrested for being a drunk fool at one of these concerts. I may go arrest-free in 2020. Faith Hill here on today's favorites and the legends, Western New York, CJ Country at 104.9 down in Arcade, Bliss, Strikersville, Delavan, that general neck of the woods. Our neighbors to the north, Canada, America's hat, as they call it. There was a video over the weekend of kids up there skateboarding on the empty freeways. They're in lockdown, much like we are, and the cops are out looking for them. But boy, if you're a skateboarder, what a chance. Get out there. The freeway is wide open. It's all yours. Buy my own drinks here on today's favorites and the legends, Western New York, CJ Country. My name's Darryl, and I want to take a moment and apologize to my landscaper. He's a great guy. He comes by and mows my lawn. And last weekend, I went up and talked to him and shook his hand, and I completely spaced on social distancing. And I feel like I may have killed the guy, because even if I had the virus, I'm in my 30s. They say you should be okay. But he's in his 60s, so if I made him sick, if I killed the guy, I don't want to know. I don't have the heart to call him and find out. So, Jerry, if you're out there, I'm sorry. I hope you're doing okay. After the break, we got some Lady A and more. Stay tuned to CJ Country.
Here's more.
Round here, Florida, Georgia line, CJ Country. Hello, my name's Darryl. NASCAR is back today. Real live NASCAR. Not a classic race. And you know what? Between you and me, not a huge NASCAR fan myself, but I'll watch anything to keep me occupied. Trisha Yearwood kicking the music back off here on today's favorites and the legends, Western New York, CJ Country. That classic NASCAR race, what an ending. Never expected it. All the drivers stopped, got out of their cars, shook each other's hands, and said they were all winners. Unbelievable. CJ Country, your home for the favorites and the legends. I just moved to Batavia, and I'm wanting to find out where the best place to get pizza is. If you follow me on Twitter, at Darryl_Granger, let me know. Luke Bryan played again here on today's favorites and the legends, Western New York, CJ Country. Listen, I'm not going to lie, I don't mind people wearing masks out there, especially myself, because I am ugly. And now, people can look at me without grimacing. It's kind of nice. Kane Brown, Homesick, here on today's favorites. And the legends on Western New York, CJ Country. The best country station in Western New York. Better than any Rochester station, Buffalo station. Nobody And I mean, nobody is better than us. Weather on CJ Country is brought to you by the Spotlight Theater in Warsaw. The theater is currently closed in compliance with the coronavirus restrictions. Tammy, Scott, and the staff thank all of their loyal patrons and look forward to reopening soon. In the meantime, Spotlight Theater gift certificates may be purchased by direct messaging the Spotlight Theater through their Facebook page.